What's going on? You know, it's funny. I just have to laugh all the time and not care about certain things because I'm not getting up to where I want to be. I see so much. There's so many, because what happens is everything turns into jokes and movies and shows and branches, and there's so much vision inside of it. It's all in my mind. So this is what I came up with for Archer, Asher, Achat Shnayim Alosh, Abba Chamesh Shesh Sheva Shmone, Asher, Shmone Teser Eser, number 7, the Royal Archer, the Royal Flush. This is what I have about today. It's the month of November. The first two letters, and I'm doing this off the top of my head, the first part, okay? The first two letters says N and O. The first part about pi is 3.1415. Well, N is 1.4 and O is 1.5, because when you get to the end, which is the center of Rubik's Cube, the beginning of the cross, the first time you get into number 2, into the center world with November, the 14th letter in the 11th month, 1 and 1 is 2, and 14 equals to the 5th, just below in the center 5 below 2. Well, now you got to check out the temperature. October ends on the 31st. November starts on the 1st. I add them together as 32. 20 plus 12 of this year is 32. We have to match and play, see how we go. Otherwise, I can just tell you all kinds of shit. If nothing matches, then we're out in the creek, right? So then we have to go November, December, because November touches December. And in all reality, because it's the end of the year, December touches the end of the year, and it has to be touching something before that. So when you get to this instant, November, December, January, February, all have to be the same, starting, the 21st of the month, and all the way to somewhere near just after Valentine's Day, because it happens on the crossing day of the end. So October, November equals 62, 6, 22, 6. It's a period of time, it's a connection, it's one of the angles. 6 runs down into 2 on this side, on your telephone. 6 and 2 is also a place of monopoly, and if you reverse it, it makes 88, talking about both worlds. If you multiply 2 by 6, it's 12. 1 and 2 is 3, creation. You got back to half. So anyways, another thing we have here is 12, which also sounds like 7. The last two letters of 12, of 2012, or the 12th day, is V and E, for French for life. In 7, V and E, it's V-E-N, which is life and the cross. When you say 11, it's life and the cross, 7-11. Because when you come into the 7 world, you are 4 more of the Christ of the cross, you're 11. 7 and 4 makes 28 days in the month. So we're on that day today because it's the 12th of the 12th, which is 4 sixes, which is 24 hours. It's a full circle. We come into this day as a full circle. First circle of what? Like I said, our calendar should have stopped on the 289th day of the year. Shouldn't have gone any more than that. Or maybe the 291st day of the year, excuse me, 291st. And the reason I say that is because the 72 degrees that we go in Trinity makes 216. 216 breaks down to 10 days of 144 awake and 96 asleep, including the 1 day off, which is actually 72 and 144. You see the 72 shows up once and twice in the 144. November 1st, 32 is halftime. Why is 32 halftime? It just is. 30 and 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 and 3 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. It makes 11 for November. 30 and November match when you add them up. 11 is us. We're on the go. We just finished. Okay, we're going into our 13th day. We just completed our first day in 1 weekend guaranteed since the mask came off on Halloween. Another thing about November to remember, and the word 7, 11, 10, 5, and 9, okay, it says, when it says 7, 11, which I'm talking the 11th month. The 11 says 7. It also has EN as 10. So 10, 11, and 12 together is 33. 10, 11, and 7, okay, is 28, which is TH, which is time heaven. 30, TH, time heaven. 28, 3 by 3 by 3 worlds, INR, the 9th letter and the 18th letter making 27, and the 1/4 turn. It's 7 by 45. This is the turn we get. The part we don't get is part of the light, but it's used up in our time anyways, showing us we only get 7 of 9, and the other 2 is in the light between these 2 empty spots over here. So this would be 9. 9 by 40 is 300, actually 8 that goes around. We're using 7 of the 45s. 7 by 40 is 280. 7 by 5 is 35, equals to 315. We're on the 317th day today. You cannot take the weekend, and usually not a Monday. That's the moon day. This thing here says Tel Aviv. Why? Because look right here. 7, 11, 10, SET. We got a set. 11, the bread. The ven, the vein. 12 for 2012 for the 12th day. 12 elves. They're having a meeting. Look. T and W. It's 2. It's a meeting. A meeting where number 58. Where's number 58? Number 58 is meeting. They're meeting this group. 3, 1, and 5 are letters A, C, and E. 31, 13, same president. The meeting place, number 5, it's general. 4 by 5 is 20. 4 and 5 is 9. 29, the IT letter. It's the it. But don't forget in French, ET and IT. Maybe they're just meeting in Haiti. Maybe they're meeting in Haiti. Has anybody ever thought, just to jump off subject for a second, that at the age we're born, they have stolen our DNA, shipped it out somewhere into, at the beginning of times, where no one was here, they were doing it all out in Asia. Then we moved up here and they ship our DNA somewhere else in the world. That's why they got all these sperm banks now, because they're duplicating everybody somewhere else. That's why they're still looking for more. I don't think there's that many women going to a sperm bank. Really, seriously, have you ever thought of it? They're opening sperm banks. How many? If there were that many, there would be a sperm bank in my area right now. But there better be somebody there with it. And you think I want somebody yanking on my cord, taking my sperm and doing what they want to it? If they get my number, they connect to me. When I become bar mitzvah, a child is now 1 year old. My duplicate. When I was bar mitzvah. When I was 21, she was 8. I was the ice cube, and she just became of the heavens, 8 years old. Now, from 13 years old, she's 8 years old, I'm 18 years old, I'm now 21. I'm now 24. 2, 4, 2 plus 4, 2 times 4. When I was 41, she was 29. That's when I got sick. 29 is 18 and 11. Spirit angel of man. In the Queen's heaven, the Q that carries the U. She carries you. I don't know how they get into us, if they're into us, but there's somebody in this world that's you. And whatever you do, somehow, because of the divisions of the light, there was only one light for each number. And if they were able to separate it, that light will become just as whole as the one before it. They're trying to manipulate that light to manipulate you to get back upstairs. It's also a game. Why do you think they owe so much to China and China's taken over everything when they won't let any other businesses take over anything? Because this is more or less, like I said at the beginning of the game, it's Asia and Europe or Russia. And they're playing this wild game just to win the land all over. There's land all over, my friends. We weren't here. They wrote it down, land over Maryland. What was the Maryland? Anyways, we're going to get back into today, which is a corner shot. When you take the railroad Okay, the division in the center, how the train works, is the trains all come up to the center at the same time. This starts to turn, this train gets on here, this train gets on here, this train gets on here. There's no train here. Excuse me, 2 trains at a time. This train is gone, and this train is gone. They just use 2 trains. So one would be here, and let's say one would be here. This train moves here, this train moves here. Then these 2 trains come in, and this train moves here, and the other one moves here. That would be the operation of 21012, or 2012. 21 is just saying 2 positions. So it takes away the 1, it doesn't need it, because the 2 is the captain of the 1. It goes down to 0 and says 2012. If we add them all up, 2222 is Barack Obama of 1111. You see there's only one line I drew? That's a standoff. Because of the direction, it's in number 7, but the angle of it is more towards 6 on the clock. Although 6 is over here, there's another one over here. Why is there a 6 here? Because this number is 5, this number is 7, in between is 6. This number is 4, this number is 8, in between is 6. The numbers don't lie. There's something coming about, and this here usually, I'm hoping before, but with all the numbers in here of 22 and 22, we're already almost the day of before the eve, before the election, and then I think that would be Wednesday, and then it would be Friday again into the weekend, and they're meeting now because that's what today says. They're meeting. E came back to E with 32. 2000 on the 12th day, 2000 on the 11th day, which is the day before. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5. WINA, W, which is this, but is the better creation of North America. Somebody else built this. Okay, that's why it's there. Something about a win, something about an exchange. No tell. 11 set, T-E-L. Tel Aviv. Something in Tel Aviv. Something lucrative. Let live, it also says backwards. And somewhere here in Belize or something. Somewhere in Belize. Or is that beta eyes? You know what I'm saying? Because whatever I say, you got to think. Like the minute I say something, right away you know there's 2 more things that are going along with it. One that says they're going to be very, very good. And the other one that says, well, I'm going to just take wherever side I end up to be. Today's date being 12/11/2012, or just go 12/12 is 24 and 11, okay, can all be made on 6 different dice, 3 sets of dice, and it's 1, 2, 3 sixes and 4 ones, which is Earth and Mars. So we made a connection on this between Earth and Mars on this year of 2012. This won't be like this next year because it's going to say 2013, and you can't get the next 2. You have 2 sixes that just went to a 1 and a 3. You see why 2 sixes go to 1 and 3? Because 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 2 is 3. You have to re-rotate it. 6 and 6 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Now you have 3, 2, 1. Back to where you started from 6, 6. The numbers don't lie. Maybe I don't explain it well. Another thing I wanted to shove out here. Oh, this was a 13-minute. Did you ever see this one? This is McDonald's. It shows you on this side here, no color. It says day. And this one over here, it shows night. You see the empty space here? So then I decided to turn it into like a hammock or something, or a boat, or some teeth from Alice in Wonderland. Maybe can I throw out a few more things here? Curiosity killed the cat in all reality. Because the minute you leave the territory you're within, where they have the exact amount of food they need, they're not going to waste too much, they can't make too much. But it's better usually to go out just a little bit outside. But the minute you start going out and in and out and in and out and in, and you end up in somebody's territory, you need a piece of land. And when there's no more land, what do? I was just fooling around with this. See these 2 guys? This little cat ends up to be 2 people, but it's really a man who's running. That's his heart. And he's burning fire out the eyes at the top of his head. And this one here, this is the Mayan bull. I forget why and how I drew it, but it ended up to be the Mayan guy. So yeah, so today is a 23 in month and number, like every other year, which is creation month, 2 and 3. And it finishes on 2012, also 2 and 3, which is 46, which is a 10-10 corner, which is a crossing somebody's going to meet. Because this is between Saturn and Mars. And Earth is part of the creation from Saturn, the Saturn family. Saturn and Mars, to me, they're associates. Can they be oppositions in the black world? Let's see this. 22 is 4. That means bust and life, because the 22nd letter says V. Isn't it funny, in blackjack, you get 22 when you're dead. But in French, you get 22 V, the 22nd letter, and you're alive. Tonight, I'm quite sure if anything was going to happen, it has to happen on a Thursday, a day with a U in it, no? A day when we're going to notice it, when we're really into the day. It's got to have a U. Isn't that better? Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever you want to do, it's Saturday. Sometimes they say it's Saturn Day. So that E plays for a U if it wants. Yeah, we can play with anything. I will have to add in America, Europe. Look at this. Look at this. Look, CIA. A and A. Si, senor. Sounds like the Mexican speaking. Your rope. Poor you. America, gorilla. Gorilla, America. America. Oh, I thought it was an L. Air is me. Air and the ocean. Air and the doctors. Air and my coming into life. L.A. Her world angel. One of her marked, 666, because they changed our code. Well, do we live here or we don't? Somehow we're living here for a reason. Somehow somebody's making us. Do you think these genes just live the way they are? Let me get on to see what else I have here. I saw this on Facebook. I forget who it was. So I put 4 of them. You see this? This is the bicycle card. This is the bicycle cards. See, you can put it right there. She's the switch. It goes around, zoop, and back onto this one. Zoop, and back onto this one. Zoop, back onto this one. See the crossroads? This one goes down here, makes a right. This one goes down here, makes a left. This is only one direction. Everybody makes a right on the street. You see the arrow? See the arrow? This says you can go up. This says you can go down. These arrows say where you go. I don't do this purposely. This is what my dreams were about last night. And then all of a sudden, each one gets a number. I mean, I just numbered off anything right now. But if you take a look, if Waterfront ever watches any of these, you see this over here? That was on your little thing you showed me. It's 2 triangles inside each other, capturing number 5 in the center dot. If I counted it as a regular one, if you take a look, forget about the top. Forget about the top. You see the top there? That's because that's what they have over our heads, spying on us. This is what it looks like. You take it back, it's just poor old you. Why? Because this is the letter P. Don't count this arm. Okay, this is something else. This is the letter P. If you want to count this arm, you have to count this arm, turning it around to where it's a 6, and the other one has to turn the page because 2 sides come together. They're 6 and 9. They come together. So it's like P6 parking and P9 parking. This one over here. Really in numbers, okay, this number over here is 1. This number over here is 3. This number over here is 6. 136, 613 laws of Moses. 1, is that right? 147, 1, yeah, 136, that's right. I passed by 2. So I'll add up 2. 1, 2, 3 is 6, and 6 is 12. And then I go 1, 4, 7 is 12. And then I run it over to 8 is 20. So this is 20. And this is 12. So this sign says 2012 right here. That's what the addition is. Now I didn't go into the center here. And everybody sees the letter V. Everybody knows the letter V is 1111 because we're in the secondary part of the alphabet. V is 22 and 13. It starts at 13, it ends at 22. We're right there. That's the mark. That mark counts for 2, 7, 9. It counts for 9. Oh my God. Counts for 9. Wow. 12, 9. My son's birthday. Wow, that's crazy. It's the second time I saw this. So this is for 2012, and it says November. I mean, you can use any shit you want, but this V alone is only worth 5. The minute she meets over here at 4, she's worth 9. When she meets at this end over here, at, where is it? Oh, here, over here, at 2. 4, 5, 9, and 2 is 11. 4 and 5 is 9, and 2 is 11. The 11th letter is a K. The 11th month is November. Kaboom. Kaboom. 1-1 month. 1-1 is A. 1-1 is B. 1-1 is the K letter. 1-5 reversed is actually like 1-1. Why? Because when you go 5 on Monopoly and you get to the trains, if you flip it back the other way, you're back at go. It's not like going 3 and you got to even it out. If you jump over, you got to jump over the same thing on one side as the other side that a hand can stretch. Wow, so that's talking about 2012 November. So these come together, if you take a look, they're like leaves. Just like the leaf he had in his hand. What do they actually mean? They're also like boats. Leaves of communication. 2 eyes facing each other, face to face, eye to eye. They're both thinking and their hair is growing up ear the rabbit. Could it be rabbit ears? 2 rabbit ears. Hey, where's the bunny rabbit? I mean, he showed me this yesterday. It freaked me out because I have to do everything because there's so much in it. There's so much in everything. Anyways, if you want to look at it at the end, this is a P, and this one ends up to be a P the other way. P and P. Meeting in Atlantic City, Park Place, Philadelphia, Delaware, New York. Where's the meeting this weekend? There's going to be a small meeting, under 10 people. Why? Because they had a number 0 in there. Okay? The circle is not everybody. The circle means who needs to be there. And the brush-offs and the phone calls or whatever, everybody's around anyways. But no one's ever always there. No one is never always there. It's very rare. They make a mandate for a certain thing and they follow it. They're bang on with all their meetings, bang on. But when it comes towards the people, well, Raphael 7286, what else can we say about today rather than 10, 20, 30, Thursday? The TY at the end, okay, in 12, TW, that says the Baltic. It also represents Earth and Mars. So regardless of what anybody else says, in one of the definition, it reverts to Earth and Mars. It also says Earth and Mars are in opposition. But if man moves to number 6, and Saturn is in opposition to Mars, but they're both black planets, but they're not black planets when they reach number 17. 1 and 7 is 8. Do you understand? Somehow they come together. And then number 4, right? M letter, the 13th letter, which is black. The M letter is now the 4 letter. They're both black. They remain black. When you go over towards the third side, 3, 6, and 9, 3 and 6 is 9. 9 is red. 6 and 9 is 15. 15 is black. But 9 is red. 9 and 15 is 24. 15 is black, 9 is red, but 24 is black. Because 24 explains the living man and the heaven. His life is there. And you can do this with all the numbers. I don't remember the exact code, how everything keeps red and black. I know how they show up and how to put them back there. 6 is higher than 9. 12 is higher, is inside of 6 on its own, is 1 and 2, father and mother. 15 is the egg, and it's all of you also. It's the same as you. And 1 and 5, which is father and mother, which makes you. 1 and 5 is 6. The 12th position. Oh my God. Oh my God. Electric company, my friends, today. It's the day of electric company. Not only the day of electric company, it's the year of electric company. Not only the year of electric company, but they already announced it. 175,000 pages. G&E saves $15 billion under taxes. $15 is the end of this year. We're not in the year 2012. We're in the year 2015. And it ends in December into 2060. I forgot to tell that to Alfred. Forgot to tell that to Alfred for sure. All right, so do you understand why Jesus was born in 3 BC? 3 before, 3 after, 3 2, 3 before. You need a cushion for everything. There's preparation for everything. How long after did they say Mary was going to have her baby from God? How long after did she tell somebody, and how long after did she have the child? Does anybody know that? There's a lot of weird stuff out there. I come in here from being one of the weirdos. Why? Because I mean nothing. I only want love and bring the best to everybody, because with bringing the best, I have my more freedom. I can walk beyond and be calm about everything, not trying to worry about, oh my God, what's this guy going to say to me now? I just want to move out of the way, but he has to stop me. You know, I don't want to interfere with nobody, you know. I don't want to borrow anything. And if it comes that I need to lend, eventually after you lend, you learn to borrow, right? It's the seesaw of life. You lend, now you can borrow because you're a lender. So you know what it is to lend. So now you know somebody should be lending you and you should be borrowing because you're a borrower. You lend somebody, now you're a borrower. You're a border of life. There should be a law and an understanding. This is what the law should be. There should be a law that everybody should learn the law. It should be a law that every year on July 4th, they should announce every single law within the day. And when they're finished announcing the laws, then they can have the parade. That's how the law should work. And they should pick people from the crowd and see if anybody knows the law. Because the law is what brings order. The law also has restraining orders. But the restraining orders of the goodness and the will of all man, I take my strike for it. No plastic. No signing papers unless you want somebody else to hold something you have. Why are we always giving somebody else? Hey man, you're a bank? Yeah. Hold my money for me. Like what the fuck for? At the end of the month they charge you $20. I can hold my own money. What if you make too much money? Well, you bring it home and dynamite. If anybody wants to hot knife it, they'll get the wrong end of the dynamite stick. Still, we have to run into this month. Jack 12. Right now, the two cards we hold in our hand is the Queen and the Jack. In fact, we hold 2 Jacks this year. We've been holding a Jack all year. Every 11th day is Jack Day. And you know what's funny? A Jack is a valley. And I don't know about Las Vegas, but to me, that was once full of water until they emptied her out. I think she wants to go back and visit. I can hear her roaring now as the ends begin to split, or split ends. They didn't baptize her. The people who built her and the ones who run her, whatever's in her, they take her energy, they bring it down to the gambling places, they gamble, they make money on it. Has anybody ever baptized them and thanked them, thanked the hydro people? And the hydro people to go and baptize the lake, break a bottle of champagne and say, thank God you gave me energy, I made life I made everybody rock and roll in the city. Without you, Hoover Dam, we wouldn't have any electric. Thank you, Hoover Dam. Thank you for being here, God, for us. She's the god of electricity. How do I know? Because she lights up everything. Las Vegas is beautiful because of her. Without her, you got nothing. Is that what everybody wants? Why didn't anybody baptize her? Now she becomes a second leg to the Titanic, and nobody baptized that ship either. 2 ships not baptized. Maybe when they, suck out the water, maybe they'll see a ship at the bottom of adding of me. The adding of me. Play the word. Certain things have to be baptized. When you go to bed at night, I got a certain ritual that I thank. I thank the north, the east, the west, and the south. That's what I do when I go to bed. Because I don't know where it is, that extra element in life, but I know it's in one of the directions within 45 degrees. And that brings me back to time. I'm going to do a short video on what I believe time should be like. Raphael 7286. Maybe we should end this at 3132. What's that? You want to know who's in the background? Nobody. I just do that to change it up for myself. And then you ask me these questions, and this is what we go through. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay? Don't forget, life started with 3 eggs. Period. You get it? 3 eggs and the stop recording period.